What is up, 2K Nation? What is up, everyone around the world? This is Yanni 2K, and right now you are listening to the first episode of Generation Y2K, which is a new podcast. I'm super extremely excited for this. This is crazy. As you guys can tell, I'm recording this in my home studio, which is dubbed Y2K Studios. And obviously, of course, we are stuck inside due to quarantine. Well, due to, we're in quarantine actually. We are actually in quarantine right now, with everything going on. This is kind of insane, but I hope you guys are safe and staying clean, staying healthy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy world out there. So, I don't really have much to talk about in this podcast as of just, how this podcast came together and, introduction style and let you guys know what I'm all about. And, we'll just get into it. So, so Generation Y2K. So this is a podcast that I've basically been kind of had an idea about for almost about a month or two. One of my friends actually has done a podcast on this, actually done a podcast before, and I actually have thought about doing a podcast. I never really thought this was actually going to be this type of podcast, but, and then I talked to a couple of my mutual friends and just kind of like, sorry, my phone was going off. I've been kind of going to each friend and kind of seeing, what advice they can give me for how to start a podcast, what to use, what to talk about, but I think Generation Y2K is a podcast where we could talk about literally anything. Like, we could talk about anything on, entertainment. We can talk about movies. We could talk about anything. It doesn't have to really be a political thing, it can be whatever, but, we can talk about memes. We can talk about anything. And obviously, of course, I can bring in a couple of guests with me, but as of right now, it might not happen because obviously, of course, we are in quarantine. Again, we are in quarantine right now. So hopefully, we can kind of get this rolling and see how this goes. And this is like, I think my third recording as I'm recording this right now. This is like my third recording because I'm a very talkative person and I stutter a lot on my words and how I speak. So, but I'm just really trying to get in gear, just doing something new. But yeah, this is what Generation Y2K is about, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. I don't know how I'm gonna upload this. I don't know how I'm gonna put it out there, but hopefully once I'm done recording this episode, we can get to work and stuff. So, for those who don't know, my name is Yanni 2K, but my actual name is Yanni Masulisi, Yanni Emmanuel Masulisi, full name. I'm born in Silver Spring, Maryland. I've been here all my life. I've been doing music for probably since I started making music in 2016, midway of summer 2016. Then I've been making music ever since then, and I love making music. Music has been a big part of my life since I was younger. I've had people, my family on my side or family from both sides, has done music. They're big music like family, so we all incorporate our sort of like energy towards music. And obviously, of course, I rap, I sing. For those who don't know, I actually rap, sing, make beats, write the lyrics, edit the vocals. I basically do it all. This is why I have the studio, because I can literally, even in times like this when we don't have to go outside and go to like a studio in DC or whatever, and just kind of, pay like over $100 just to have like 5-hour sessions or whatever. I can literally just hop on here, record a song for maybe hour or two, edit and do all that. So I do basically everything. yeah, so yeah, I really am enjoying. I enjoy making music. I enjoy writing. I enjoy making beats. Recently, I haven't really been doing much of that because I've just ended school. Well, technically, I've just finished doing schoolwork and stuff, and now I'm not at the school semester's technically done now due to the current situation. I can finally record as much music as I can, but also probably need to like get a job and get money. So but yeah, this is my life, and I like I said, I love making music. Music has been a big part of my life since I was probably even born. But uh, yeah, this is crazy. Generation Y2K. This is the new podcast. Um, Obviously, of course, we might have some guest appearances at some point in the near future. Due to what's going on right now, we might not be able to do that as soon as possible, but we'll try to see if we can do that in a way that makes sense. So yeah, I don't like I said, I don't really have much to talk about as of just what Generation Y2K is all about, and also how I became Yanni 2K and um how I basically got into music. So I guess we can kind of somewhat get into how I kind of became Yanni 2K. So basically what basically how Yanni 2K kind of came about was I think I was in high school, ninth grade. I remember I was sitting in a science class. I think this was like midway of ending of science class, end of the day. Uh, Me and a couple of friends, we were just sitting down, chilling, finishing up schoolwork, and basically one of my friends was like, "Hey, you're a rapper." So I was like, "Yeah, of course, I rap, I sing, and da 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 da." So I got to spit some bars. I don't know what I was rapping. I think I was rapping some like random Drake verse or whatever. Um, yeah, so then I was rapping, and then me and him kind of sat down and talk about rap names. Originally, my rap name, I actually wanted it to be called Yanni M or YM because of my like initials and stuff. But I felt like I needed a rap name that had a lot of meaning. So he came up with Yanni 2K. And then I think it kind of sticked. Like at first I was kind of like Yanni 2K. I mean, I don't know. That kind of but it kind of sticked. So since then I just been kind of using Yanni 2K or Y2K for short, just to kind of sort of, just to kind of have that sort of meaning towards it. And then I actually like found out that the meaning of Y2K is basically like back in like 2000, I think I remember they had like a computer bug thing, which is kind of sort of like the new decade, because 1999, the 1900s and stuff like that. And once the 2000s came around, that was when the new decade kind of sort of came in, which is crazy. So that's also another meaning of why I call myself Yanni 2K, because one, I was born in 2000, born on February 1st, 2000, and I'm a millennium baby. That makes sense. And yeah, that's how Yanni 2K kind of came about. Also, I even have to kind of remind you guys that that's just how my rap name is. And yeah, that's just how it is. And how I got to music. So I got into music, I think I was maybe 5 or 6 years old. I remember I was listening. There was like a song that came out. I remember I was listening. Like my parents would actually have like my dad actually has like he has like these like album like vinyls of Michael Jackson, of Elvis and stuff like that. And I've never actually listened to Michael or Elvis at the time because I was young, so I didn't really fully listen to music. I was mostly just watching like superhero movies and shows and stuff, like because as a kid you don't really kind of expect to like music right away because you're basically like maybe 2 or 3 years old, and some people have that lucky life to kind of live within that music life. So I never fully got deep into music until maybe I was like 5 or 6 years old. I remember I was at home. I remember I turned on the TV, and I remember my aunt came home. I don't fully remember, but all I remember was my aunt was listening to, I think it was Chris Brown. And for those who don't know, I'm a big Chris Brown fan. You can hate me, you can hate me about it, you can get at me at the comments about it. I don't care, but I'm a big Chris Brown fan. His music is dope, despite all of the shit that he's gone through back in the day with the whole Rihanna situation. Now he's doing his own thing. You know, he's talented as hell. So don't even go for that man. But no, I love. You know, I've listened to not only Chris Brown. I've listened to Usher. I've listened to a bit of R. Kelly. But what got me into hip hop was a Drake song that came out, which was Best I Ever Had. That was the first rap song that I've ever heard. And then I think it was Forever that came out as well, and it's Successful. Those are the 3 songs from Drake that I've heard. Drake was also the same guy that also kind of got me into rapping in the first place. So yeah, that's basically how I kind of got deep into music, because these guys are just so talented, and just the amount of success that they've had over the years, which is crazy. And yeah, I admire them so much. And there's other artists that I've looked up to as well. Like I look up to Logic, I look up to Travis Scott. There's plenty of other artists. There's like a list of artists that I can go through, but that's probably going to be for another video. But yeah, that's basically all of the time we have. I know this is kind of like a short episode because this is like my first time ever recording a podcast. So if you guys want more of these types of podcast episodes, comment down below on a topic you guys want me to talk about. Anything entertainment, anything movies, anything. It could be any type of genre of entertainment. So I'm gonna hop out now. My name is Yanni 2K. Once again, you guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is Yanni 2K Music. You guys can check out my original music everywhere on Spotify, YouTube Music, Google Play, SoundCloud, everywhere. So you guys can check out my music, and you guys can tell me how you feel about it. If you guys like it, if you guys think it's whack, if you guys think it's dope. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Peace.